Hello dear students, welcome back to the NCERT Science class of 8th standard. Dear students, in the previous class we have completed a topic that is about the metals and non-metals. The exercise of the metals and non-metals we have studied in the previous class. You know the meaning of metals and the applications of metals, uses of metals, and also we have studied the physical and chemical properties of metals and non-metals in the previous class. Dear students, we have studied separately the physical properties of metals, and also we have studied the physical properties of non-metals. These are most important questions that may arise in the exams. Physical properties of metals and physical properties of non-metals, chemical properties of metals, chemical properties of non-metals, uses of metals, uses of non-metals. That is totally 6 concepts are there. Physical properties of metals, physical properties of non-metals, chemical properties of metals, chemical properties of non-metals, uses of metals, uses of non-metals. Total 6 concepts are there. If you perfect this one, you will get more marks in the exams on that topic. Yes. Next, dear students, and also we have discussed the exercise part of that topic. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is 5th topic, coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum. Dear students, see, in our everyday life we are using a number of things. Daily in everyday life we are using a number of things. We are using a number of things. We are using the number of things. In our everyday life, we are using the number of things. See, in that things or in that material, some are natural, some are maybe man-made or the artificial. See, the natural things like we are taking the water, that is the natural one. We are taking the air, that is the natural one. Then we are using the food material or fruits and all we are eating, that is the natural things. And we use the dress material, dresses and all, that is made up by the man or the industries and all, that is artificial. We are eating the food that is prepared with the help of in the kitchen, but by using the natural things only. Yes, we use a lot of things that is of both man-made and all, that is natural things. But whatever the artificial things are there, all these artificial things are made up by using the natural things only. See, suppose for example, you can take the food materials like cake, that is prepared by using the natural things only. That is from the plants and animals. They use the different materials and prepare the cake, isn't it? Then you can take the you can take the metals like iron, copper and all. Means vehicles, buses and all, they are prepared with the help of metals. That metals they extracted from the soil, that is naturally they occur, but they prepared, they molded, the workers or the human being mold that natural things, isn't it? See, in the nature we are getting a lot of things from the nature, and we are utilizing, and we are going and making we are turning our life as a luxurious. It means by using the natural things only, we are getting a lot of benefits. Such natural things, see, different natural things are there. That is water, air, sunlight, forest. These natural things are there. These natural things are called as the natural resources. Natural resources. Natural resources. Natural resources. Natural resource means, see, the things the natural things which gives the benefits to the human life. The natural things which gives the benefits to the human life. God has the natural resources. Example, soil, from which we are getting a lot of benefits like the minerals we are getting from the soil, and also water we are getting from the soil, groundwater, isn't it? Plants get the nutrients from the soil. That's why soil is a natural resource. Forest, then air, sunlight, coal and petroleum, yes, coal and petroleum, these are the natural things. See, the natural things by which we are getting the benefits. See, he is going to tell us the natural things, the water, soil and minerals, since all these things are obtained in the nature. The natural things are the things which are obtained from the nature, or the natural things which are obtained from the nature and which give the benefits to the human life. Such things are called as the natural resources. The example, soil, water, air, forest, wildlife. The next, soil, then sunlight, petrol, coal. These are the natural resources. Yes? See, dear students, we are using the natural resource for the different purposes and all. See, we are getting the minerals from the earth crust, we are using it continuously in our everyday life, and we are using the sunlight. With the help of sunlight, plants prepare the photosynthesis and they prepare the food, and that we are consuming food and get energy. Yes, and also we are using the solar energy for the different purpose nowadays with the help of solar panels and all. Yes, and we are using the water. You are in 7th standard, you have studied water is a inexhaustible natural resource that will not complete in the future. Yes. See, what happens? We are using the natural things by the different ways. Sunlight we are using, forest products we are getting, and whatever the minerals and coal and petroleum we are getting from the soil, we are using it. Isn't it? Some natural resource, see sunlight, if we use again and again the sunlight, we utilize the sunlight, that will not complete in the future. How much we will use, that will not complete. Water, how much we use, that will not complete. If we use the petrol continuously that we are extracting from the earth crust, see, by using the continuous petrol, what happens? The petrol may complete in the soil, in the earth crust. See, some natural things that will complete by using continuously, some natural things that will not complete, the natural resource which will not complete in the future, they are unlimited. That is called as the inexhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible natural resources. The natural resources are of two types. Types of natural resource. The first one is inexhaustible natural resource. The second one is exhaustible natural resource. Inexhaustible natural resource. The second one is exhaustible natural resource. which are present in unlimited form that will not complete in the future if you are using continuously. For example, sunlight, the natural resource which are present in, which are unlimited, and not completes, not complete in the future, not complete in the future. Such natural resources are called as the inexhaustible natural resource. Yes, the natural resource which completes in the future, such natural resources are called as the inexhaustible, which will not complete in the future. For example, sunlight, water, yes, air, etc. The natural resource which will not complete in the future and are present in the unlimited form, such natural resources, the natural things, are called as the inexhaustible natural resource that will not complete in the future. The exhaustible natural resource means, now come to the exhaustible natural resource, that is present in the limited form. The natural resource which is present in the limited form, which are present in the limited form that will complete in the future. For example, forest, wildlife, next coal and petroleum, etc. That will complete. If you use the petrol continuously, that will complete. If you use the forest and continuously, that forest will be destroyed. That is forest will end. If you hunt the wild animals continuously, what happens? That will be vanished. See, tiger, the population of the tiger is going on decreasing continuously because of the hunting and all. Isn't it? That will complete in the future. Such natural resources are called as that is exhaustible natural resource. The natural resource which completes in the future, such natural resource are called as the exhaustible natural resource. Yes. Next, dear students, in such a exhaustible natural resource, in this topic we will study about the exhaustible natural resource, that is coal and petroleum. In this topic we will study the exhaustible natural resource, that is coal and petroleum. And here in this the topic we will study first, that is about the exhaustible natural resource, that is about the coal. About the coal. First we will study about the coal. Coal is a natural resource which is obtained from the earth crust, and that is produced due to the decomposition of the plants and animals, that is plants in the earth crust before the millions of years back. Yes. The next, dear students, the coal is a natural resource, black, it is hard as stone. The coal is hard as stone and is a black color, tough black color, and which is extracted from the earth crust, and that is formed due to the decomposition of the plants which is buried under the soil before the millions of years back. Yes. See, next, dear students, here in our textbook has given one activity that is about the exhaustible natural resource. About the exhaustible natural resource. About the exhaustible natural resource, we have to group the students. First, main group. In each group we have to divide the student into the two groups, and again these two major groups, again we have to divide the two groups, again the two groups have to divide. See, first we have to group the students into two groups, 1 and 2. Then again here again two groups, 1 and 2. Here also, see, suppose for example, 1 here Roman 1 and here Roman 2 groups. Then here Roman 1 and 2, 1 and 2. The next, again that we have to divide into like that. We have to divide, and we have to take the some popcorn or peanut. We have to take in a beaker or in a container. We have to take a popcorn or amount of popcorn and peanut or something groundnut. We have to take in one container, and we have to tell the first group to take the, here suppose for example this contains 10 students, this also contains 10 students, and here what happens, here 2 students will take, that group contains here 5, here 5, here 5, here 5, in all these 5, here again 2 students and 2 students, that also contains 2 students and 2 students, here also it divides, 1 student will remain here, and here remain the 2 students. Isn't it? See, first we have to tell the first group to eat or to take the popcorn. See, they will eat as much as possible. They ate the popcorn, and some amount of popcorn that will remains for the second group. This one is the first group, that is the second group, and this one is the third group student. See what happens? First group people they will eat. Then again we will say that second group to take. The second group again they will take further. First they will eat as much as possible. Second group they will eat again that much possible. And only few amount will remains for the third group, or maybe not remains for the third group. See what happens, dear students? Like that, if we use the continuously the exhaustible natural resource, that will complete in the future, and our future generation will not get the petrols and coal. Yes, it means I am going to clear your points. If we use the continuously coals and petroleum, our future generation will not get the coal and petroleum. That will be exhaust that is present in the limited form in the soil or in the earth crust. Yes, we have to use it in a proper way, and we have to try to save these natural resources. Yes, next dear students, about the coal. Coal is a black natural resource, and the story how the coal is formed. Before 300 million years ago, the total earth surface was covered with a thick forest, and that thick forest, due to the natural disasters or like a earthquake, tsunami, and then the flood and all, that whole forest was buried under the soil. Before 300 million years ago, the thick layer of forest on the earth, it was covered and that was buried under the soil, and due to high temperature under the soil, that is going on decomposing at high pressure and high temperature, that is going on decomposing, and that is turning slowly to the coal. Whatever the plants that is going and buried under the soil before 300 million years ago, and that is going on turning and decomposing at high temperature and high pressure under the soil, and because of that only it is turning to the hard substance that is called as the coal. Yes, that we are extracting nowadays. And coal is formed from the decomposition of plants. That's why we are saying it as a fossil fuels. The coal, we are calling the coal as a fossil fuel. Why we are calling the coal as a fossil fuels? Because the coal is formed from the decomposition of the fossils of plants. Fossils means the dead remains of the living organisms. If a living organisms die, suppose I only die in the future after 50 years, then 50 or 60 or 70 years, what happens? The soft part or the flesh part that will be decomposed, the muscles that will be decomposed, the skin and muscles that will decompose, only the bone will remain. The hard remains of the organic matter after its death, that is called as the fossils. See, the coal is a fossil fuel. Why? It forms due to the decomposition of organic substance, that is plants. Isn't it? The coal is a fossil fuel because it forms due to the decomposition of fossils of plants before the millions of years back. Yes. The next study, students, from the coal. We are using the coal for the different purposes. See, with different uses we are getting from the coal. See, we are using it in the earlier it was used in the railways. Railways coal is using in the steam engines to run the engines and all in the earlier times, and to run the steam engines and all. And next, nowadays we are using in the thermal power plants to produce the electricity. We are using the uses of coal, that is we are using it for the different purposes. In the beginning what happens? To run the steam engines or steam railways, the coals are very used. Then nowadays the coal is using in the electric power plants to generate the electricity where we are using. And after this one, the coal we are using in here in the brick manufacturing, the brick industry we can say. There we are using for the preparation of bricks, we are using the coal. Yes. Next, dear students, again we are getting a lot of byproducts of coal. Different products from the coal we are getting. Different products from the coal. The products of coals. The products of coal. The first one is coke. The first one is coke, coal tar, and coal gas. Coal tar and coal gas. See, dear students, coke is a porous, tough, the substance. Tough, porous and black substance. It is mostly pure form of carbon. Coke is obtained on boiling the coal and all. See, and it is also called as a product of coal. On boiling the coal and all, on processing the coal. On processing the coal, we will get the coke. The coke is a tough, black, porous substance and is a pure form of carbon also we can say. And it is manufactured, it is used in the manufacture, uses of coke in the manufacture of or in the extraction of steel or the metals. In the reverberatory furnace in 10th standard you will study during the metallurgy topic. See what happens? In the extraction of metals, we are using the coke along with the ores of the minerals which we are obtained to remove the carbon containing substance to bore the oxides of the metals and all. We are using the coke. Yes. The next, in the extraction of metals, we are using the coal. The next after this one, coal tar. Coal tar is it is a black thick liquid that we are using in the coal tar while making the roads. Coal tar, black, thick liquid that is having unpleasant smell. Yes, and it is a mixture of more than 200 substances. More than 200 substances. Mixture of more than 200 substances. Here in the coal tar, again byproducts are there. Byproducts of the coal tar also we can say. Byproducts of coal tar. Byproducts of coal tar. In the coal tar, see number of products are there. That's why we can say that more than 200 of the substances are mixed. We can separate the products of coal tar. See, 200 more than 200 substances are there, and products obtained from the coal tar are used in starting material, used as a starting material for the manufacture of various substances like the everyday life, that in industry like synthesis of dyes, the 200 substances like see dyes, perfumes, and the explosives, drugs, etc. More than means for the preparation of these we are using the coal tar. Whatever the dyes, different colors are there, we are providing with the help of coal tar. Perfumes, different types of perfumes we are using. That perfumes are provided with the help of coal tar. The drugs and all the different drugs are there, medicines. The drugs are prepared with the help of coal tar. Next, explosives. Yes, and photographic plates, painting machine, paint, plastics. Then next, photographic plates, etc. That are all these are prepared with the help of coal tar. Yes, in examination you ask what are the byproducts of coal tar, that you time you have to write. The next come to the nowadays see bituminous as a petroleum product is used for in the place of coal tar for melting the road. Bituminous is using in the way in the coal tar, instead of the coal tar bituminous is using. See, next we come to the coal gas. Coal gas, it is also a byproduct of coal. Coal gas is prepared with the help of coal. Then it is a gas. See, obtained during the processing of coal to get the coke. On processing the coal to get the coke, we will get one gas. One type of gas is liberated. That gas is called as the coal gas. To get the coke from the coal, or on processing the coal to get the coke, a gas will be liberated. The gas is called as the coal gas. See, you must have saw the coal gas is using in the lamps, gas lamp that we can say. The first time coal gas was used for the street lamp in the London in 1810. Then in the New York in 1820. Nowadays it is used as a source of heat rather than the light. Nowadays we are not utilizing in the form of light. See, we are using in the form of heater or the heat engines. We can use it here, but we are not using it as a light. See, it is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Means they are using as a gas for producing in many industries, like to produce the heat and all, the coal gas is using. That's all about the today's class. The remaining we will study in the next class.